wake up. What is that? Huh. Oh, look at that later. Ah, but let's see, let's make sure we still got the right guns in it. Supposedly it saves and all that, but you know. I mean, how dare me question the patch notes, right? Alright, yeah, we're good to go. Got all scorpions. So let's give her a shot. This is like, I've never actually used one.
Delivered to the following landing pad.
Buccaneer or Cutlass for combat or anything. Hope they have missiles. I literally bought it in PTU here in game, so kind of giving it a try, and this is kind of a cool way to do it. I did jump into Arena Commander with it last night, but yeah, I like the guns. I can definitely. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups this morning. And definitely do pretty good with the guns. So. Although I haven't changed out any components other than weapons. So. I'm not super familiar with the size 2 components yet, so I haven't really, you know, in other words, I don't know how good the parts are or which ones to put on it yet, so I hadn't bothered with those. I have to look at those later.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Gladius Valiant. Oh, nice shit.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the facility.
I am. Stalker. Let's get out of here before we get hurt. Not used to the ship well enough to be taking on these fancy sounding ships. I'm not really a PvPer, so we're gonna go do some NPCs and try the missiles. Like I said, I hope this thing has some. I'm pretty sure it does. I know the freelancer did good with them,
Drive is now on.
just on a couple of missions. I tried with it, and yeah, it's pretty neat. Fly to just under 10K. You got to get within 10K. Fire off a couple of missions or missiles, and go to the next mission. I never even get within range to engage, and I was like, well, this is almost like a cheat, you know. I don't even have to upgrade my weapons. Just buy more missiles. So let's see how this one does. I have no idea what missiles or what and all that, so I'm totally at a loss with the missiles. What we do have, wow, 2, 4, 6 missile slots. Size 4 missile rack. I wonder how many missiles there are. Size 4, that's pretty good. I think that's the largest size it gets to before they call them a torpedo. Maybe 5. Size 4 or 5 is as big as you get on the missiles, so that's pretty good. See what she does. I say I did try it out in Arena Commander, and the guns are fine. You know, I didn't go through the whole, what is the first one, the Vandal Swarm. But yeah, I breezed through first 4 or 5 in solo. Breezed through about the first 4 or 5 waves, and yeah, not a problem. So I like the combat, you know, with the guns on it. I can do decent against AI again. Good morning, Shipwreck. I'm gonna try some missiles. They look like they worked yesterday on what was I guess I was in a freelancer, and then I bought the Cutlass in game here. And I tried it out in Arena Commander, and I love it. It's a pretty damn good combat ship. Although I didn't bother adjusting the quantum. Nah. I'm not. I play against PvP or NPCs. Yeah, I'm not in the same class as the big PvPers probably. I mean, I have managed to take down a player here and there, and I get my way at one of the AI missions. But same with like FPS. I mean, I'll try to kill somebody if they come in my bunker while I'm doing a mission, but yeah, I'm no PvPer for FPS or ship combat really. I imagine for like PvP, I imagine I'm kind of like the AI. I'm too easy to predict. I've never done it, so yeah. I mean, I kind of do the same thing against the AI. I found a technique that works, so I just keep repeating that same technique, and that usually won't work for other players. Yeah. I did see him in game a few days ago, and yeah, it's like, do I shoot and die or do I run? Well, apparently he recognized my name and gave me a free pass, so to speak. So I took it. He never fired on me, so I just left.
Engines. Power is running low.
Oh, come on. I already stopped once. This thing should make it here in one shot if it's not overheated to start with. Yeah, I might be able to take on the average Joe guy and not look too bad, but I don't think I'm going to be taking on any PvP streamers that sit in game for 6-8 hours a day doing one thing like that. Practice makes perfect or whatever. It certainly increases your skill, and people like Nerd, he gets a lot of practice. Plus, he's pretty damn good to start with, so yeah. I don't know. We'll see how good these missiles work out. I think because he uses custom components, they're probably not going to be real good on people like him. Let's see. I noticed I haven't been getting as many of these. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, See, normally I have 4 or 5 of these to start with. Limited. Now this is a good one. I hate those little guys. They're hard to hit. Although I will say this ship seems to, oh wow, it spawned in quick. Normally it takes a minute or two before it shows up, but it came right up. How that's possible? I'm not here by myself. Or no, but you know. It's a full server close to it. Did I have there it is. But yeah, I bought this thing in game yesterday, or last night, just to play with it. And I mean, I've flown them quite a few times before, and I didn't really care that much for them. But I bought this thing, swapped out some guns now that I kind of know what kind of guns I like. And yeah, it's a lot nicer, a lot more effective than you know when I first tried it early on when I started. So yeah, I mean right now I have a 325 that when I bought the 325 I'm like, you know, I don't really care for the 325. To me the Titan is just as good a ship, right? For you know, for a lot cheaper. But my plan was to eventually upgrade to this Cutlass. Then of course with all the customization that stuff, I'm like, oh man, cool. You know, I happen to have the one of those, so got to play with all that. But I kind of thought, oh, you know, I don't really need a Cutlass. I got a Freelancer, which I like, you know. So I almost convinced myself I didn't need to upgrade that 325. But yeah, I think I'm back onto my original game plan. Oh boy, this is gonna be one of those where I can't see. Where's my glasses? That'll help a little. Gotta wear tinted glasses. The other reason I want a Cutlass really in my hangar or in my arsenal is because you get the VGF hanger, which I don't have on anything. So don't know what good that'll be, but it's acceptable to just want one, right? Because I don't know. You know what? I have never even looked. I have no idea what hanger comes with a Corsair. That's sad, huh? Sun impaled. Don't tell me sun impaled. Can't fail. Oh, cat box. It's impossible for it to fail. I can't make mistakes. That's wild. The Drake only comes with a self-land hanger. Where's my target? There he is. Yeah, that's. I mean, I could guess maybe. Like, is he there? Last one I did of these, there wasn't actually a target, just a pip. No, we got a target. Do I get on the pip to lock, or how do you lock this? Come on. This thing doesn't have missiles. I may have to try the other ship. Oh man. It's got shows like 4 missile things. Oh, do I have to turn them on or something? Let's see. Missiles on, yeah. Now I'm at 10 plus, so I gotta get under 10. No, I'm not getting any missile lock. Let me go check that. Something's up. Have to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. But yeah, I kind of hoping that that they have hangars. Basically, think of like our corp area. Like, say you buy a property or put a land claim in our corp somewhere, they would give you for that area. They would give you a rooftop landing or something where you get in an elevator and go to your hangar. I don't know if that's how they do it or not, but that's one way it might work. But yeah, I mean, supposedly you're supposed to be able to fly right into your hangar, I guess, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Do I have any more? Wow, only one at a time. Yeah, see, I'm not getting any of the bigger ones. But this thing doesn't have missiles. I wanted to try missiles. Oh shit, or I don't know how to do missiles in it. Let's see, let's go to a R&R. That said, let's go this way for fun. I rarely ever go to that R&R. I gotta figure out how to do missiles. It actually shows them. It shows missile rack. Does that mean I have to buy a missile? Buy something to put in them? Because they're not showing anything here. Huh. not really sure about that.
Is now on.
I have to try the freelancer then, because I wanted to play with the missiles. I tried them a little bit the other day. No, it came with the defaults with the Badgers, I think it was, on the guns. But I don't. Yeah, there's no missiles in it. I'm like, doesn't it normally come with those? Oh, wait, the freelancer did. You know, Drake, they're pretty cheap. Pretty basic ships, right? Missiles are extra, man. That's part of the custom. That's an extra in the customization panel, right? Well, I don't know. Let me see if I can get it to reload. That's kind of why I was coming here, just because I thought if it had the missile rack thingies, it should have missiles. I guess if 3.6 ever comes out, we'll get some new looking rest areas here. That'd be neat. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't know we really need them. I think they ought to save. Well, I guess it depends on what they mean by variations. But like for totally different ones, that would be better to wait and do that with a different solar system, you know. In other words, I would expect them to look, you know, look similar depending on what region or area you're in, but look different depending on what, same thing, what region or area you were in. Now let's see. I have better luck, don't ask me why, by just coming in here and not actually landing, just hover over it. Oh, restock 13. I wonder if that's my missiles. Yeah, this isn't. You don't happen to have one of these? Does yours come with missiles? Did yours come with missiles? I think that guy at Levski, man. You got to watch him. I don't like to talk bad about anybody, but that teaches guy, man, I don't trust him.
Landing.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay. We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation. Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad. Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity. Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad. Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this one's got missiles either, so we may be borked. I may have to do something. Clear my user folder or something here. Recopy my account, something. How far is that? 215? That's as close as I'm likely to get. I think. Can't really read it. I'm gonna grab some coffee. My missile's not working. It's kind of disappointing. Well, I'm gonna have to change my stream title. Missile's not working. Back to guns. I mean, the missiles worked last night. I even used them in, that's right, I even used them in, Arena Commander, so I even used them with that ship. Yeah, I wish I'd get rid of that spam AI mission text. I ended up accepting 2 of those last night, trying to get into a, or not, yeah, yesterday afternoon, just trying to get into a party. I can't even read what it is. A Buccaneer. Yeah, I got no missiles. Not DMFD, I got nothing. Huh. I guess I'll clean out my user folder and whatnot. And I don't have my guns. Why the hell? I don't have the right guns on this. Well, that's Okay. Yeah. I spent good money last night putting alright, where's that damn that didn't work. That's not a fix. That works. That's work. I haven't gotten to try that, and I sure would like to. Swapping pilots should no longer cause the MFDs go blank. I wish we had tried that. I forgot. Not fixed. There's the one. And that one's fixed. Yeah. That one needs to be fixed. That's a bummer. Uh, Come to a stop. I might try the log out. And, well, it shouldn't matter. I won't. Yeah. It won't matter. I just need to blow myself up. If I'm gonna delete my user folder, I don't think it'll matter where I'm log out in. Hope I don't have to reset my account. Yeah, I got that in the PU. Yeah, I'm good on that one just 'cause I got that in the PU. You know what? It might just be easier to go ahead and reset my. Let's try this first. Yeah, I do use a custom key map, so that's one thing about having I'm running off a regular hard drive, so it's not like I got plenty of room. And yeah, it's one thing, good thing I guess about having a hard drive is I have both PTU and MPU installed side by side. So so I can copy it back and forth. If I lose one or if I want to delete a user folder, I always have a backup. But yeah, that's a good. Hey, Stoner Leprechaun. Yeah, that's good thought. Thank you for the reminder, cause. But yeah, if you have them both, then yeah, you get it set up on one, and obviously you copy that. I'm gonna have to start the game and exit out of it and put my controls in though. I used to save the actual profile settings profile, but oh yeah. Well, I have a HOTUS and pedals, but I haven't been using them right now. I mean, they're really great for immersion, but I'm not that good with them. I actually I mean I'm a flight simmer from way back, so I've used the HOTUS. I would love to try the dual sticks, the HOSAS or whatever they call that. But right now I'm just using mouse and keyboard, and I do okay with that. It's a lot more comfortable. I don't really have the room for them on my desk and all that, so don't have all the chair mounts and stuff that I should have. Yeah, it didn't really mess it up, but yeah, it definitely changed how just a joystick works. You use the dual stick shipwreck? Yeah, that's obviously the way the it's gonna go for this game, and so yeah, I'd love to get a set of dual sticks. I mean, and my joystick's the cheaper one. You know, it's the just the X Flight HOTUS. So you know that's part of the issue with. Yeah, I'd love to try them. I'm just financially I don't have a lot to spare, and yeah, spending $120 on a set of dual sticks is a big expense for me for a gaming. But I foresee me having to do it eventually. Let's see. Show hands, no. Go ahead and get these anyway, because I don't. These don't save with the one file I swap in. A couple mode toggle, no. Lead pip. That's it. Snap aim to target. No. Okay, that's it. Yeah, well that's what I'm looking at is the T16s. Well, that's why I mean the new flight model kind of messed up the throttle on my HOTUS too, and I've tried a couple of different ways, and oh well, thank you Shipwreck for supporting the channel, very much appreciated. Let's see, I need to copy my control file. Oh, I saved the wrong one out here. Delete that. Uh, I need profiles. Yeah, here we go. That's the one I need. Profiles. There we go. Well, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I am gonna have to try them. I mean, I can fly with the joysticks, with the joystick and keyboard, but the throttle limiter really screws me up because it actually changes the curve, and of your throttle. So, in other words, if it's wide open, if the throttle limiter is at 100%, then from zero forward, I mean, because I got zero forward and back is reverse on the throttle. From zero to forward, the curve is right. But then if I run the throttle limiter down, now instead of going from 0 to 100, it's only going from 0 to 10 or 0 to 20%. And my curve gets so huge that it becomes uncontrollable for me. If you add any kind of curve to it, you're really in an issue. Uh, it really gives you an issue. So. Oh darn. Yeah, and I mean I'm sure I would have gotten used to it, or if I could get used to it, and or figure out the right settings for everything that worked for me. But then I had it on my desk and I was using it when I first started playing, and it really it got to where it was making my back sore. I already have a bad back, so it just I don't have the right positioning for them available on my desk, so I ended up just going to mouse and keyboard for right now. I keep wanting to try that DCS world that and Nerd uses, plays, and for that my HOTAS will be definitively a necessity, but oh yeah, yeah. Well, there is a setting you have to reverse in there, or activate to change that. Because yeah, mine did the same thing. It push was pull and pull was push kind of thing. Like what the hell? Okay, now I shouldn't have any gear. Oh, okay. That's server side, which means the ships are probably server side. Does that mean I still don't have any? Oh yeah, yeah. See now it looks right. Okay, cool. Yeah, 'cause I wasn't getting anything right here before. Uh oh. It's read only, but I don't even have all the list for it. Oh, it didn't have the miscellaneous, I guess. I don't know. The one I want's right. I think the other one's still messed up. They were talking about, they're supposed to be. I'm not trying to customize them. I've already customized them. They should. I mean, but yeah, and it's already stored. I can claim this one. It may be something here. In other words, they're supposed to reclaim with the upgraded components, right? And it may be something about when it gets destroyed, it may not show right. It may not show. I'll see there. Yeah, see, it's showing the old weapons. those were upgraded. And claiming it isn't supposed to replace them back to default anymore. No, I've already tested that. In-game upgrades sustain through claim, or did yesterday. But let's see. Let's wait till it's fully claimed and restored and see if they come back. In other words, let's wait until it actually gets here and see if it doesn't show it. Because yeah, I did. That was the first thing I did, was go buy some guns, put them in that freelancer right there, and go outside, blow it up. And went back in, claimed it, and sure enough, the guns were still on it. But it may have something to do with whether it's available or not. You see what I'm saying? In other words, when it's in limbo, it may always show that default setting. I don't know. Well, let's see. Okay, sure. We might have to double check that, because they may have changed it. Oh, I wanted to check the cutlass. Of course, I may have screwed that up when I redid my thing. Now it's still got the scorpions all the way across. I think it had 2 scorpions, and I put 2 more on there. Oh yeah, steak and eggs is a big thing here in the U.S. Yeah, I want to see if that doesn't change after it's reclaimed completely, because it may be like a limbo state that they just give it the default guns. It also didn't show the it also didn't wrong one. It also didn't show the missiles. So let's see if we got missiles this time. Well, we got missiles. I may have screwed that up by redoing my account though. Available 1. Did I? Let's see. Where am I looking here? No, I still got. So that's weird. Anyway, my other one's got missiles, so that's the one I want.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Well, we can test it, because I know this one's got at least 2 guns. And I'll test it here in a little while. I'll blow it up. But I want to check the missiles first. For some reason, it still looks like the Freelancer isn't having the missiles aren't on the Freelancer. It should be now, right? I just claimed it. Oh, there they are. Yeah, okay. Just the guns are back to where it was. That may have been actually. I know they redid it when the update came out, so maybe I hadn't redone it by then. game keeps stealing my weapons, I know that. Yeah, if it were only the guns in the store, then it would only be the 300 series, right? They're the only ones you can upgrade at the store yet, so. No, no problem. I mean, so long as it's done reasonably, I don't mind somebody with an opinion. I can't disagree. I can't disagree. It's very aggressive funding, and I can see where some people would, you know, I don't want to say with an addictive nature because that's not really correct, but I could see where some people would get in the mindset that, to keep up with the Joneses kind of thing and end up uh, with buyer's remorse, with, funding a lot more than they should, and then end up regretting it. But that's buyer's remorse. I mean, he's not robbing anybody. I mean, you say he's robbing somebody, that would mean he's forcing them to give him money, and that's not the case. I mean, you don't have to fund the game if you don't want to. It's that simple. So robbery, I disagree with. Aggressive and funding to the point where people could easily overspend. Yeah, they definitely do that. They have they have a very good PR system going that now it's funding. It's $220 million, but then some people might argue that's because they love the game. People, it's over it's like 220 million, but yeah. Well, I mean, I don't, I mean, I won't lie. I've got a couple of $100 in the game myself. So, I've spent well over, well more than the minimum, right? But I have no, I don't feel cheated. I don't have any buyer's remorse whatsoever. Game's well worth what I spent on it for me. Even in this early stage, and I haven't even seen the Squadron 42, which I've also got, so yeah. But on the other hand, I could see somebody that, went whole hog and spent lots of money, and then they're disappointed with the progress. I mean, it has been slow, and I mean extremely slow, and and there is the the feature creep aspect where the game keeps growing in scope, and which of course increases the development time to where I can certainly see where people feel like it's it's somewhat scamish. I personally don't, but I personally don't, but I could see how people could come to that viewpoint. But then it's hard to argue with what the game is right now. And there's nothing that even compares to it in my view, as far as fidelity and immersiveness in the space sim categories. That's why I love it. But I'm not one of those hardcore fanboys. There's a lot of stuff that's really iffy, on the edge, pay to win. His answer was, well, it's not a game you really win. Okay, that's kind of using semantics to win an argument. So yeah, I mean, I can see the viewpoint other people have, but personally, just don't agree with it. I love the game as it already is, and just gets better and better for me. I mean, the point is, don't go wild buying vehicles right now. That's the big thing. It only costs $45. To get into the game, and if you stick with that, I think you'll be happy. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's making a bunch of money. You can say he doesn't know what he's doing, but I think that $220 million that you were arguing about kind of proves he does. That same argument can be turned around. He didn't get $220 million for being an idiot. Yeah, I can see a lot of apprehension. I can see why people, especially people that go in and, everybody has their own idea of what this game's going to be, right? And if you spend a ton of money on a game, a lot of people feel, they feel like they should have some control over the game. And you don't think you can make games? Well, the reason I bought this is because of Freelancer. I loved that game. That was his. I mean, Microsoft produced it, but that was his game. He was the lead developer and designer on it. He also made the Wing Commander series, which I never played, but they're supposed to be damn good games. And commercially, I know they were decent games. They made a lot of money. So, his track record, would suggest again that, yeah, he knows how to make games. Oh, goody. That's the one I want first. What, I can't get it to shoot more than one at a time?
Missile locked. Missile locked.
That one should get him. Wow, these missiles ain't doing shit. Alright.
Missile locked. Missile locked. Friendly fire. Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, he's. I mean, like I said, I can see other people's point. You know that.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, okay. Now I got a couple more. Got a medium one. That's better. Yeah, there's good and bad in all games though. So I say I try to tell people don't go all out if you're new and just getting into the game. It's a great alpha, but it's not really a full game yet. And don't spend a bunch of money you don't have, or because you really don't have to. Like I say, I have almost $200 in the game, but I don't have any regret for that. I've spent close to that on other games. I mean, Ark Survival, I bought the base game, then all the packs for it. I think I have $120, $130 in it. And I've already played this game more than that one, so.
Quantum
But then
drive is now
I don't, I can see where somebody with some expendable income could really go overboard. I mean, I don't have the income to spend thousands of dollars on a video game,
Quantum drive is now
for funding or otherwise. I just, that's just not an option, even if I wanted to.
Quantum drive is now on.
Well, yeah, it does. Well, that's weak delivery. You're looking at the delivery before it's delivered, though, right? I mean,
Quantum Drive is now.
you know, order a pizza and then say they didn't deliver on the pizza as soon as you hang up the phone, you know. I get the time thing, but you know, I get that it's taking forever, and there's, you know, no debating that it is taking a huge amount of time, and you know, there's a lot they're doing that they can explain the time away, but you know, I do have to agree. It seems like,
Quantum Drive is
you know,
now.
anytime they got close, they'd have so much money they'd expand the scope of the game, and then you know it just got further and further away. The goalpost keeps moving, you know, and that's hard to ever get to the finish line if the finish line keeps moving. And I'd say that's the biggest issue with the game, and you know that when that happens, people have doubts that it'll ever get done. You know. And I agree that you know, and that's the PR. They promise the world, but that's commercial advertising for you. I mean, how many of those Burger King burger hamburgers look like the commercial? Because I've never gotten one that looked like the commercial. Well, it's possible. I hope they don't. I don't think they will. I mean, but it's certainly possible. They've built up. I mean, and that debate there that you just brought up is actually a valid debate. I mean, yeah. So you know, I don't have a, you know, there really isn't much of an argument. The problem is they've built up a huge monster, which they needed to make this game. But what happens if the funding ever starts slowing off or whatever? I mean, sooner or later, they're going to have to start laying off all these 500 employees or start something else, right? And, you know, I haven't seen them do that. I haven't seen them, like, gear down from the initial stuff. They just, instead of doing that, they seem to be just adding more to the game. And yeah, that kind of suggests it's going to be longer and longer before it ever gets to where it should be. So, but on the other hand, I don't think I don't necessarily agree that it's a scam or that they don't intend or hope to do it. That's what would make it an actual scam, right? Is if they're promising the world and have no intention of even trying to deliver. Okay, and that's where I kind of, you know, that's where I differ. I think they hope to do everything they're promising. Whether they can or not, that's the question. You won't win that lawsuit. You won't win that lawsuit.
Contact.
Plain and simple. It's a funding right now. You're not going to sue him for damages for a product that he's never sold yet. It just ain't going to happen. That you won't win that lawsuit, trust me.
Contact.
Since he hasn't actually sold you a product, he's not liable for that product.
Contact.
Which again is the smart businessman in him. He knows what he's doing. I mean, You know, he's using the early access and funding. Is this guy even moving? You know, for that reason, so he's not liable for an actual product yet. I never reset my gun. He's not really moving. This is almost an exploit here. Oh, that's a Connie, no wonder. I can't see. Okay. Couldn't see where the bit was. Trying to get over there where I can't see you. Ain't gonna work. Come here. Guns are getting hot trying to kill it. He's running for the surface, I think. Trying to get under me where I can't see him. Ah, stop. There we go. What the hell? There we go. Finally. Wasn't sure I was going to get that guy. Most streamers would have banned it. Yeah. I don't, you know, I'm not a, I love the game. I mean, but I'm not, I won't try to shield it. I mean, a lot of your arguments, you know, and you're not just, well, you did make a couple that might be considered trollish, but you were just making a point. I can tell from your other statements. You know, you have valid debates, not just trollish comments. Kirsten, let's see. I probably need to check my ammo. Yeah, I mean, if you were just here, you know, bad-mouthing the game without any legitimate debate to back it up, then it'd be different. You know, but that isn't what I felt like you were doing. You were expressing true concerns about the game, and I can't even dispel some of them. Some of them are actually legitimate concerns. That whether they'll admit it or not, everybody, even the people that shill for the game, have. At some point. I mean, it took me a long time to finally invest in the game. I looked at it and had similar thoughts. You know, I researched, but every time I'd hear something bad, like the lawsuit with CryEngine. You know, if you actually do the research and find out what's what, it doesn't seem nearly as... Why am I going sideways at 90 miles an hour? Is there not? I know there's a space station here. I've been to it. I go that far behind it? Oh, there we go. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, I'm not here to convince other people to love or hate the game. I'm just here to play it.
Engines overheating.
I'm one of those. I believe everybody's entitled to their opinion, no matter how wrong it is. That's just a joke, by the way, obviously. I'm certainly not calling your opinions wrong. Like I said, some of them I would have to agree are valid concerns.
Proceed to assigned land.
Me, I'm not concerned. I certainly hope they don't go broke, but I wouldn't feel, I mean, it's not like I've got stock in the company or it's, it's my retirement fund or anything, so. So I certainly hope they don't, because
Landing gear down.
frankly, I think they're doing something amazing.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Doesn't stay.
$744, boy. Them missiles are expensive. I think I'll stick with the guns. But these number twos sure didn't want to take that Constellation down very easy. Yeah, I don't have steak for breakfast very often. Well, we don't have steak that often, will it?
Hydrogen fuel is at 100%.
And did I get my ammo? Yeah, how much is it? 8K? Cool.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Heh. I was a little disappointed in those missiles on this thing. What was it I used? Oh, it was the Freelancer, which didn't show missiles. I may have to try and reclaim it or relog or something. Yeah, it's showing missiles. Let's try it. Are those different? Let's see. Are those different ones? What are these? No, these aren't showing. Well, I just used them. Just reloaded them. Oh, it's read only. Maybe it's not showing because it's read only. So that's weird. Four 23s. 423s. The same missiles. I guess. Unless you can put different missiles in the same rack. I'm not sure about all that. I might have to do some research on the missiles before it's over. Yeah, I don't actually eat real steak very often. Maybe once a month we'll go out. Either go out and eat or barbecue. Grilling out's fixing to be a thing. So, well, I actually grilled out last weekend. Started already. Oh, I could eat it a lot. Yeah, that's us. Well, every now and like I say, every now and again we'll find a good deal, or I just get an urge and have one. Ah, that's not bad at all. At least I get one of the 8s. There we go. These are always either the... I'm hoping it's a Valkyrie. I like those. Get many more of those constellations, I'll have to go back to the Freelancer. It's just a lot slower maneuvering, so it's not good at all for the littler ships, but the bigger ones, it's got good guns. Well, it did have good guns. Till they took them back. Let's see, yeah. Oh, it's already giving it to me. There we go. Can't complain, I guess. They gave me all kind of money to buy them with to start with. But.
Quantum drive is now on.
Right now I've tried a couple of times, but I'll play other games and then kind of go back to this. The last one, I tend to play one game pretty solid when I'm playing, and the last one I was playing was Empyrean. Empyrean Galactic Survival. I don't know if you've heard it. It's not a... I do tend to play a lot of... there we go. Which buttons is it? I do tend to play a lot of early access or alpha games. So, you know, that the one before that, let's see. It was Empyrean Galactic Survival. So I kind of like, no, I haven't tried Space Engineers. It's actually on my wish list, but it's one of those. I love crafting and building games, so you know, but they take a lot of time, investment, and everything to play. You know, you got to stay on them and but I haven't tried the Space Engineers, and yeah, games like that are time sink for sure. Unlike this one, it really doesn't have any grinding or for not for construction or like that where you need 10K of this or something. But yeah, the one before that was Ark Survival. I did tons of Ark Survival. And I played what's the other one I played recently would be No Man's Sky. It's actually a great game. I mean, it's got some issues like all games. Just stay away from the forums, and if you ever do decide to go in for Ark Survival, yeah, well, I would too. I'm not. Even when it came out, I wasn't a real big fan of the. I mean, I don't. I hesitate to call it cartoonish kind of graphics, but I don't really know what they're called. I mean, it's a style, and a lot of people like it. So, I'm not saying it's a bad graphics or whatever. I'm just not really. That's not my style of graphics. I don't really care for it. I did play it when it first came out. Yeah, I was one of those that pre-ordered it, but no, I wasn't one of those that thought it was supposed to be multiplayer. And I did play it, and it was a fun game. I put 100 hours or so, a couple of 100 hours in it, and yeah. This is more along the this is more immersive to me, and yeah. I mean, No Man's Sky was okay. I haven't played it since all the updates, since all the building and stuff, the crafting and stuff that they added to it, or the multiplayer. Or I mean, I haven't played it since any of the updates, even the first ones. So it's probably a whole different game now, and I might could do it again. But like I say, I keep pulling off and going to other games, and then I keep coming back to this. I'll get started, go a little ways in, and then come back and play Star Citizens. Ever since I bought this one, I'm kind of been ruined. So yeah, that's exactly it. I'll do other games, and if if chance arrives and I get another game, I'm sure I'll play it. A newer game that I haven't played. But all the games I've already played, all the games in my arsenal right now, just aren't quite satisfactory. As satisfactory as this. See, I got time to grab some coffee while I float in. Yeah, graphics wise, I mean, there's a lot of other games that have real good looking graphics, but when you get to looking at them, they're just that. They're pictures. The stuff you can actually interact with isn't the same as the backgrounds, you know. Somebody was saying, you know, like Batman, the last Batman, you know, oh, well, the graphics are great on it. And I'm like, yeah. Of course, half of them are just you know, are just pictures that you can see. You can't actually touch them or anything like that. It's, you know, they're not actually part of the game other than, you know, a backdrop scene, like you know, like a picture in the back of a movie theater that, you know, looks like mountains. You know, that's all it is. So of course that looks good, you know. Until you walk up to it and realize that that's not actually a door there or a doorknob, it's just a picture. You know, and that's just not immersive to me. But they look good. I mean, I like those kind of games. There's nothing wrong with them. But it's a whole different animal to this. I can't even tell what it is.
Missile locked.
Well, that should have been hitting. I got some messed up AI here. Pip's jumping too much to it. Alright.
Missile locked.
Yeah, that's some screwed up pips there. Ah, fudge. Alright, well, I'm giving up on that one. That one's borked. Wasting ammo, can't hit a pip that's dancing around. Yeah, well, the pip was just dancing around too much. They're working on that, but every now and again I get one like that that's just impossible. I mean, I could eventually kill him, but it'd be forever. And it is, I mean, it's obviously a bug, because if I do this, if I change and go to another one, it may or may not be doing that. I mean, in other words, not all of them jump around like that, so obviously it's just bugged out. I don't have a waypoint yet. There it is. But yeah, I like these Hurston Dynamics, or Hurston area bounties, because you don't even have to go planet side. I mean, not that I give a rat's butt in PTU here, but in PU, this is, for me, it's one of the best ways to grind for money. I mean, I can knock out 3 of these an hour for an average of about 20K an hour, or close to it. Maybe not 20K, but I can hit up there close to 20.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, I don't actually even own this ship. This is one I just bought in the PU for fun, just to play with. You know, I bought it in game actually. It's not bad. I'm thinking I may have to. I mean, that's my game plan originally was to upgrade what used to be a starter pack. Now it's a 325. No, that's right. I got rid of that when I got the lifetime Ranger. So it used to be a Ranger, and now it's a 325. And I think I'm going to make it a Cutlass. I mean, I'd flown them and played with them before, but I didn't really care for them. That was real early. I've only had the game since November 7th, I think is. Have you? I think I haven't owned them all, and there is a difference. I mean, you know, it's one thing to borrow one and fly it around for for an hour or so. It's another to own one. You know, you tend to do things if you own one that you just don't have time or don't think about if you're just borrowing it. And, you get to you fly them every day, whatever. You get a little more comfortable with them, and that's kind of why I did this. I bought this one because I did want to. I mean, my game plan was always to take that 325 up to a Cuddy because of the hangar. I have no idea if the different hangars would be a benefit or not, but I want one. I want that VGF hangar. So. But this is the first time I've actually flown it for more than just like flying somebody else's for a little while. Yeah, the VGF, whatever it is. Yeah, it's exactly. It's the asteroid hangar. I mean, hopefully one day those will be in game somehow. So it Well, I have a Corsair. That's one of my ships. And yeah, I can't wait for it either. Although, although it, buying it might have cost me even more money. Yeah, something's goofy. It's not telling me what it is. I can tell from the picture, but it's not giving me the name thing. Must be out of missiles, or I don't know how to change them up. Figure it out, Gizmo. I'll let you out in a minute. See how bad this one is popping around. Doesn't look like it's doing it near as badly so far. And that's how it should go. That one wasn't popping around, so. Then one more and see how it goes. That's more like it's supposed to look like. That one I don't feel ashamed of. Yeah, the Corsair is one of my 3 ships. It's one of those. I've had some very good, luck with a couple of well, not very good, but I've won a couple of giveaways and everything else. So, I've managed to get a fair couple of ships with not as much expenses as it would have taken. In other words, close to half of my hangar came from gifts. Which is something else that's to be said about this, the Star Citizen community. This is the first and only gaming community I've ever seen that was this nice. I mean, like I said, mentioning Ark Survival a while ago. Yeah, if you want to play Ark Survival, 2 suggestions. Don't stay away from the damned forums, and stay away from the official servers, because they are toxic, and I mean literally toxic.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Where the community here has just been unbelievably nice. Yeah, Constellation kind of took a little wind out of my sails there for what this thing could do. It sure does badass on these little ones. But it took a while. It took it down fine. Just took a lot longer than I'm used to. That the freelancer will take it down quite a bit faster. One size up guns makes a big difference with 4 of them. I'm having some trouble with the missiles though. This thing acts like I'm out, and I haven't even shot any since I refueled. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's just not showing them because it's read only, or. But I think there's something going on there. Try them again and see if I can get them to work.
Contact. Contact.
Gotta get within 10K to let them go, or to target, whatever. And I don't know how to. There we go. Now, how do you shoot multiples?
Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile. Contact. Friendly fire.
Oops. You gotta let off an extra one. Now there we go. The missiles kind of worked that time. Took a few, but. Yeah, I heard you the first 20 times. Well, that kind of worked. Might have to try that. That's what I wanted to see, is smash them with the missiles before you even get there. Let's do another medium. Yeah, they give me countermeasures right there on the dashboard, and that's great, but I've never used them in my life. I'd rather have a missile count. I'm not even sure what buttons are launch the chafe. Guess I'll have to figure that out now that the missiles are working. I can see people using them now. There we go, there's my marker. In the bottom MFD, let me look for that, because I'd like to know where it's at. That's kind of a, am I not, where am I? Oh, that's because I'm already there. wonder if that's on the other side. They're always around a thing, so I'm guessing that's on the other side. I might be wrong.
Quantum drive is
Oh, okay. So that's it right there, the 8? Yep, I got you. Very good. Cool. Okay. I think I started out with 16, so...
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're on the right side.
Quantum drive.
Turn over so I can read my controls, and it just spins me right back over.
Quantum drive is now off.
That's one of those things. I kind of wish they hadn't have done. I'm guessing they needed to for some reason. The spline jumps or something. That's what they were talking about, but I'm not real fond of it spinning around flat with the map. I'd rather not be reminded it's actually a flat map. Get rid of the barcode. I will say, whatever the patch did, this last patch they did yesterday, or the day before, I don't know, I've slept since then. But yeah, it seems to be more stable. Because there was some real stability stuff with it on that first one. Well, the first one I got into it, which I guess was B. Yeah, that's nice. Big red 8 down there. It does tell you how many missiles it has. Well, I figured it did. I mean, I was just like the same with the ammo. I can tell how much ammo is in it by going to the weapons tab. So, yeah, I got 71.95 left on my ballistics. So it's nice to know how many of those I got too. Good they put it right on the front page. I'd never really tried. This is actually the first time I've shot more than a couple missiles, so. Oh wait. Okay. Well, we blew by this guy. I wonder if I can get a missile off. Out at this speed, it won't even let me lock. Let's see, let's do a turn and burn. Slow this puppy down. I forgot to slow down.
Engines overheating. Hydrogen fuel is
Oh, I'm not targeted on him. That's why I can't. What can I not target him? Why can't I target him? There we go. I'm not getting. There we go.
Missile locked. Missile locked.
should do it, right? Oh. Not really. Come on, lock. Still got 2 more. It's not giving them to me. There we go. I guess you gotta aim at the ship regardless of where the pip is. That's it. Alright, well, I guess I gotta finish him off. He took all my missiles. Dang it. But they are definitely working, just not as good as you might want. That's a pippy. Dancing pips. This may not be a go either. I'm hitting him, so let's see. I guess I can handle those dancing pips if I got a few missiles on him first. That's pretty nice. Let's head back to Porto. Now, just before I go, I want to double check the heat. And we're at 300. So this size 2 should make it all the way without overheating. At least that's my theory.
Quantum drive is now on.
I know my freelancer will do it, but I think it's got a different. What is this one? No, it's the exact same one. Odyssey. Sure is. Isn't it? Yeah. So that Odyssey ought to go 43 kilometers, or 43 million kilometers, before it overheats. I actually did some testing on that, and the biggest problem, what was I gonna do? Oh, the biggest problem is that it'll actually, this, let's see, where is it? This Odyssey, this number right here is your temperature. And the base temperature, if I power this off and turn it back on, is 300. And then it'll go all the way up to 700 before it shuts down. So that's your operating range. Now, is what happens, and from 300 to 700, that Odyssey will go 43 million kilometers. But as what happens is when you spawn this ship, even if you reclaim it and spawn it, it can spawn with this at some random odd number, like 450 or 550. And if you don't check it, it won't go. It may only go 2-3 million kilometers and then overheat. Let's see. Uh-oh, I forgot a, yeah, let me fix that. I forgot some settings. Wrong one. This, I may not even be able to do this in game. I guess I can. Full screen, yes. There we go. Now I can tab out without it minimizing. There's something I was going to tab out for, now I don't know what it was. Oh well. Lost my train of thought. Sleep now? I could. It's actually 10 a.m. here, so it's early for me. And we doing on my heat. Oh yeah. I think it's 660 that it actually gives you that first warning that it's gonna overheat. So it gives you enough time to go in there and lower that power setting and keep from overheating, even if it does. But it should make this chip. In fact, it should go from. It should make any jump in this map right now, provided that number 2 quantum drive is at base temperature at 300. I remember making these quantums in 3.5 with an Aurora. Or 3.4, I don't remember when they first added the overheat and stuff. But yeah, the missiles definitely work. I ought to actually change that because I think I'm going to try something different. Do something other than missiles now. I'm still having some oddities with the showing up. Does my freelancer show missiles yet? It did. Yeah, it must be because it's locked. There's something about the way they're locking them now. Yeah. They had it in the notes that there was something about they changed to keep vehicles from going into a, quote, bad state about the claim and the destroyed vehicles, and I think that's what's screwing up. Showing up, not necessarily screwing up. But yeah, I had bought a bunch of extra equipment, and I don't think it's there now. Let's see, see if these are still upgraded. Yeah, that one's still upgraded. No, I didn't. No, nobody's ever told me that. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I like him. He's a good actor. Yeah, those still have my upgraded weapons.
Quantum drive is now off.
Did I even upgrade that little one, that 315? I don't think it's got diddly shit for weapons. Yeah, it's upgraded. That's funny. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Quantum drive is now on. Contact.
Contact.
Quantum drive is now off.
See, I'm not getting the. It's not telling me what ship that is.
Intelligence overheating.
I have no idea what ship it is. That's kind of a bad deal. How do you know if you want to take him on if you can't even tell what it is? I wonder if I can scan him. Saber. Is that nerd? No, nerd's not on yet. All right, all right, all right. Did I say it right? Hey, Calyptic. Good morning. Or good day, whatever time it may be where you're at. All right, all right, all right. I don't know. I think I have a terrible accent myself.
Landing gear down.
Here's a little pro tip. Now, I don't, since if the weapon respawn thing works, it's useless, but if you have custom weapons and you're worried about losing them to a pad rammer or something like that, just don't bother to call for a...
Landing complete.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane.
just don't
Please
call
vacate
for
the
permission
vicinity.
to land. And this is faster than walking in.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please
Shield
vacate the
system
area.
offline.
Thank you for your cooperation.
But I like to kind of RPG it a little bit, so I'm going to jump out and walk in anyway. But yeah, that'll be gone in just a second,
Initiating ship storage procedure.
because I didn't
For your
ask for
safety, please
permission.
vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Kind of a little quicker than, it's even quicker than going in and respawning something to despawn it. I was doing that as a way to protect add-on guns. Hey, slam the door right in my own face. So I need me a little Giphy of Matthew McConaughey saying, all right, make it a command. Well, I finally figured out how to put a Giphy on screen by command. I don't think I have the little thing running. Let me see. Or no, it's not in there. Let's see if I can get it. I'll have to find or make a Giphy of McConaughey. But yeah, that would be cute. I didn't. I don't think I do, but if y'all do, that'd be well worth it. As a matter of fact, see, I can blame you. I'm actually writing a note, so I'll do this. Yeah, I have bad memory. Comes with old age. Why did I not get the? I sure didn't. I must not have. There it is. That took forever. And did that get it? Yeah, there it goes. So now we should be able to do a command. I don't want to do that with all caps. Spam my own channel with caps. Like that. Did it do it? I can't see. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I just figured out how to do that like 2 days ago. Not that I had any use for it. Now I do, I guess. But I just wanted to do it because I could. I might have to do some NPC missions or something. I haven't done those in forever. Eckhart and Rucka. Eckhart don't sound bad. He's usually a combat one. Recco's a cargo one usually. That was the first NPC missions I did, and boy, I ground those in one update. Are these timed? Yes, I have plenty of time. And these are both. This is what's odd. I never get missions for where I'm at. Here I'm getting missions for Levski. And I'll get missions. Yeah, but it seems like I have to be somewhere else to get a mission in an area. Mate with Levski. I'm pretty sure this is Levski, isn't it? Or is that it's either Levski or it's Grimhex. I don't know. Maybe it's Grimhex. I think it's Grimhex. You know what? I need to take just a couple-minute break for bio before I get started on this. If y'all bear with me just a second, I'll be right back. Let's see if I gotta. Yeah, there we go. I'll be right back. So yeah, let's go ahead and retrieve that one again.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Just because I haven't flown it much, so it's kind of my new toy for now. I want to back up. Okay, I do think that's in Grimhacks. That's alright. That's just as good as the other ones. Where isn't an issue, huh? We can get anywhere we need. What have I got here? Uh-oh, is that nerd?
Hello and welcome aboard your dream interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
If I can get fuel and stuff. Yay. I'm sure it's not. He's flying sabers. That's why I was looking at that saber. Pretty sure he is. He's flying sabers, ATM. Yeah, I think he might be a little out of my league for going PvP against. So far. Give me time. I don't know if I'll ever be that good. Don't care to be. It's fun to play with the AI though. I'm guessing my missiles don't show back yet. I wonder if they'll change without Oh, what did it do? Uh-oh, I clicked something wrong. I guess I clicked the exit. I wonder if that'll make it work.
Contact.
It refueled me, but it's not showing the missiles.
Launch complete.
Yeah, I think I'm... Where is it? It is Levski. I was thinking it was Grimhacks, but it is Levski. I know he's in a bar.
Quantum drive is now.
I think, isn't that the guy sitting at the bar? Miles Eckhart. I'm pretty sure that's the guy sitting at a bar. That's what I need to do, is write that down.
Quantum drive is now off.
So which movie is Alright from? Is that from a movie or is that just something he says? Is that, I'll actually look for that and see if I can't set that up. Gives me something to do with my new Giphy stuff. Dazed and confused, alright. not sure I have that movie. Uh-oh. See if it's on Netflix or...
Quantum drive is now off.
I guess this is... I actually was stumped on this one. Somebody was like, is this a moon or what? And I'm like, you know, I don't know. And finally I guess the lore suggests this is an asteroid, which is why it doesn't have any atmosphere or which is also, and not having any atmosphere is why I always tend to crash here at Levski. I'm not sure why, but half the characters in this game look and sound like they're doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars theme is, you know, the Force is strong, or is that Star Trek? No, it's here the saying is the widow strong? Okay, yeah. Put the gear down, then try and land again.
Landing complete.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Landing complete.
I'm sorry, that guy sounds like he's on Widow to me. Altruism head. Which way is in? This way. Write that down too. I'm sliding sideways there. Janitors need to clean all this water up, man. I slip and slide all over these posts. Not even certain where the bar is. Isn't it right by the elevators here, I think? I don't frequent those places, man. I quit drinking long ago. Oh no, that's in Grimhex. It's right by the elevator. Okay. Here it's a hole in the wall. It's back of the barter area here. Literally. Been to a couple of holes in the walls, and this is one.
Hey, where are you going?
Nonio. Beeswax. Where is it? How do you get there? Must be this side. I must have went too far. No, no, definitely this way. Maybe upstairs. Maybe you get in there from upstairs. That's it now. Don't think. I'm gonna find him. It's a good thing he's got a... all the big neon signs. That's it. I think you missed that. Now follow the neon signs. Take you to the liquor every time. I guess you can't sit to that, do you?
Glad you could make it. Grab a seat.
That's different than a normal sit down.
Might have something. Let me look. I'll send the files.
Gregory Nordquist. Sorry, buddy.
Thanks. Get out there.
Objective. I like the way they say neutralize instead of kill. Sounds better. Politically correct. Already on the second floor. There, I'm right across from it, okay. I need to turn that chat command thingy off, don't I? A couple of them are too long. I'm hoping this is one of the few places that actually tells you where your ship's at, because I forgot which one it was at, naturally. Yes, it does. 4. 4. Guess I'll close that back. I thought they were supposed to get some machine guns on the side doors of this, like kind of like the
Hello and welcome aboard.
which one is the Valkyrie?
Your systems
Which
are
one is it? One of them has side guns. They're not really ship to ship. They're more for like ground troops, but that'd be cool if this had that.
And the flight pass clear. Go ahead and launch.
landing gear up.
Hope to see you again one day.
Where is he? See, right at Porto? This ought to be fun. Oh, okay. I like, wait a minute, where's he at? Porto? I see it now. I'm gonna go trying to kill my NPC and some PvPer comes takes me out. I'm just trying to kill this other guy.
Attention. Engines overheating.
Of course they are. Why would the ship spawn at base temperature, right? Oh, yay. I can't find them.
Quantum drive is now off.
Of course it is. Fuck that. I guess I'll forget about it. Oh, okay. We made it. Yeah, they really need to fix the whole scroll thing.
Quantum drive
Kind of require that you be able to access a specific item in there, and right now it's hard to do. Half the time I have to scroll out to where I can't read what the item is.
Quantum drive is now off.
I'm guessing that's on the other side.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
think I had another one right in there. Yeah, I know that. But since I can't read to my temperature or adjust the power without microvision, we're just gonna have to live with the overheat, alright? I'm surprised I don't have a closer waypoint here. Don't appear to. And the bounty missions, I can always get under 250. They're always nearby one of the outer markers, and I've yet failed to be able to get within 250 of them. Let's see. No, that's not the page. Yeah, there's some pretty good ones in this movie.
$15. You spot me 10. I'll pay you like Tuesday and shit.
Check that later. Trying to multitask. It's how you can fail at two things at once. So yeah, it would appear. Did I get any gun ammo? That's the next question. It would appear I'm not getting restock on my. Yeah, my gun's restocked, but I didn't get any missile restock, which is odd, especially when the missiles are default and the guns aren't. Something definitely is screwy, unless it's just the MFD. Maybe it's just the MFD. So. I wonder if it tells me here. That's wrong. Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, slow down. What is that? I'm more curious what that debris is there than him.
Contact.
What is that? Piece of a space station? Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, I got no lock, got no missiles. Refueled and all, but I didn't get my missiles. Oh wait, I never did, there we go. Jumpy pips. Yeah, I may not be able to hit this guy. Yeah. Now's as good a time as any to try the reclaim for in-game purchased weapons.
Self-destruct sequence is online.
Tab out so I don't have to listen to it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be all ships, not just the 300s. which would mean in-game changed weapons should work. But I'll double check it. I know I tested it, but that was probably in the patch before C version. That was probably in the B version, PTU. Not sure I want to sit down here, man. I'll tell him what kind of grime and such is on these suits, but I'll be right back. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna, oh, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna test this and then probably call it a day for a little while. Now, 1 minute. I have some things I want to do, and my back's kind of bothering me a little bit this morning. Having to get up and walk around to get rid of some discomfort here quite often. But I want to check this and see. It should still have the scorpions in all 4 of the slots. Like I say, I think actually it has 2 anyway. And then 2 lasers or something, but I always swap it out. Yeah, it's completely restored, so let's see. Yep, still has all 4 scorpions. And I know that's not default, so definitely returned the add-on or in-game bot components. So I don't know why my freelancer has default weapons now, but they may have reset that since that patch, and I just replaced these already or something. I lost a few weapons, it looks like. Ah well, can't win them all, right? I go to that screen and then hit off to the game. Stop record. Want want to give thanks to Shipwreck for the subscription, and all you other folks for coming and visiting today. Hope to see y'all again. I might be on later. If not, it'll probably be in the morning. Y'all have a wonderful day. See you around the verse.